Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing this absolutely beautiful pair of acetate and titanium aviator sunglasses. These are called the DITA Vastik. But first off, we gotta thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, just like these up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, our website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop the sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 59mm lenses and a 17mm bridge, and these frames are going to look a little bit larger than 59mm lens size, and that's because they have the acetate inserts that go around the lenses, so it's going to make the frames look closer to like 61mm. The lens size is only measured with the lens itself, not the insert, so that's why they're going to wear a little bit larger than a typical 59mm lens would, so definitely keep that in mind when purchasing this pair. And then the frame width here is going to be 153mm. So they're definitely on the wide side. And because of that, right out of the box, they're definitely going to kind of slip down the face very easily. And that's going to be a little bit annoying. And another thing that is annoying about these frames is the way the temples are constructed. So here we can see on the sides, the acetate temple is going to be very thin, and it does have a metal rod, so you can't heat these frames up and adjust them, but it's going to be thin here on the side, and then really thick here as far as the width goes on the front or the top of it. And because of that, it's going to be really hard to adjust these frames and then bend them because it's so thick. So as you can see here, when you're bending it this way, you're really bending the thickest part of the frame, which can definitely be really hard to adjust. So if the frames are too big for you right out of the box, again, it's going to be quite hard to adjust these and kind of bring them back in, and that's probably the biggest downside that I do see with this pair of frames. Here we can see how wide they are here on the sides. That of course has to do a lot with the styling of the frames, but if they don't fit in your face, you know, it's not going to do you too good. Now, as far as weight goes, these frames are actually going to be relatively heavy, even though they do have titanium frames. These come in at 43 grams, so you definitely are going to feel some discomfort if you wear these frames for a really long period of time. But sunglasses do have a pretty decent balance to them, so they're definitely not too top heavy. That's thanks to their CR39 lenses. CR39 lenses are extremely high quality. They have a very nice anti-reflective material here in the backside of them as well, and they also look really good here from the front. The optical clarity of these is really, really good, almost as clear as an all-glass lens, but they're going to be much more lightweight than an all-glass lens. That's going to help keep a good balance for this pair of frames, making it only 43 grams, even though it does look like a really big and really bold pair of frames. The weight here is still manageable. It's heavy, but manageable, if that makes sense. Now, as far as the exact colorway that I'm wearing in today's video, these have DITA's black iron on black frames, and then they have their non-polarized gray lenses. Now, like I said earlier, these frames are in fact made out of titanium, so all the metal that you're seeing on this pair of sunglasses is made out of a titanium material. And then here on the inside of the lenses, we have a beautiful looking acetate insert, and it's like a matte black acetate. Looks really, really good. And then if we move down to the outside temples, again, we can see the same matte black finish here on the acetate temples, which do have a metal stem that runs through them. Now, as far as some of the really cool styling elements goes, these have a really kind of aggressive looking long bridge and then lower bridge here as well, with a couple little lines on it, which are linear. And then we can also see a really cool kind of cutout here on the hinges, which are really, really good looking. I do like that. And the way that DITA can get away with this is because titanium is such a strong material. They can really expose a lot of the hinges here and have a ton of openings, which definitely adds to the coolness of the frames, in my opinion. And yet they're still going to be extremely, extremely strong, which I really do appreciate when it comes to this pair of sunglasses. They also do have these absolutely beautiful diamond pressed titanium nose rests, and these look really, really good. And they do have the DITA Shield logo on them for authentication purposes. And then we can also see they do have the model name etched here on the top left of the lens, also for authentication purposes. Now, these frames are made in Japan, and they say that here in the underneath temple, they say made in Japan. And then here on the other side, we can see it says DITA with the exact model number and color code information here. I also really do like the addition of the exposed hardware here on the temples. Definitely adds an extra little pop to the frames and makes them a little bit more eye-catching than they would be if they didn't have something so bold bold like that. And then we can see a little embedded DITA logo here in the outside left ear rest of the frames as well. They also have extremely premium and nice metal hinges, which feel fantastic when opening them and closing them right out of the box. These are a 3-barrel hinge technically, but they are super, super thick and overbuilt. They also do have these linear lines that line up absolutely perfectly, which adds to the style of these frames as well. I really, really do like these hinges and how they are built. Now, as far as styling goes, I really, really do like this pair of frames. It's super masculine and super bold looking. Looks really, really good. Now, as far as pricing goes, these frames are going to run you $875. And personally, I think this is actually a really decent and compelling price. DITA has a lot of other options that are built similar quality to these, and those are going to run you around $1,200 plus. This pair, for whatever reason, is pretty affordable, coming in at the $875 price. It's really, really reasonable and makes it a very compelling option for somebody who's looking for an ultra luxury looking pair of sunglasses that has really, really good build quality to them. And overall, again, I really, really do like these. And again, I really do like the price point as well. I would not be surprised if these were $1,200 on DITA's website. These coming in at $875 is again, a pretty decent price. Now, I do have a couple of these pairs available on our website for a substantial discount off the original MSRP. So make sure to check out our website, shadereviewstore.com, for current pricing and availability. But overall, a really good looking pair of sunglasses. I've been wearing these all the time, and I really, really do like them. The quality here is really, really nice. And they are a really great pair for 2025. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button and then to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video, just like this one, to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.